So once we have made the reservation final, now the next thing that I can do is I'll check into that appointment. The customer details will come automatically. I can see all the details of the customer here as well as the reservation details. Now the check-in details, the check-in process also includes the total amount that has to be paid. So I'll get the total room amount for one day. I am staying here for 2 days and it was for two adults. It is for 3 days and it is for two adults. So total amount is to be calculated is 517.50. Now, if I want a breakfast option, I can add the breakfast option as well here. The total amounts remains the same. The only thing that changes is the room price decreases to 130 then. So breakfast option is something that we can ask, and once we have seen the total amount, I'll do is I'll check into the hotel room. Now once I have checked in, now you can see for that particular customer, check-in has been made, arrival date, deposit date has been set. Now once I have checked into the room, there are multiple actions that I can perform here again. I can add a few services here. The customer details, the occupancy details now will come. We have a set of services here: housekeeping, courier service, extra bed, restaurant, car rentals, Wi-Fi. All these services are what the hotel is offering. I can add the unit price here, the quantity that is required by the customer, and if there is any other services, I can add those services as well. So I can add n number of services that the customer wants, and the total amount will be calculated and just add those services from here now. The next part that I can do is that in between, if I want to make any payment here, I can make a payment here. So the customer details, the occupancy details will come. Payment history will come here. Since I already made an advance payment type of 1,000 rupees, payment history is already there. The subtotal is now. So now since I had 517 was the room charges, and then I ordered some services as well. So basically this will show me that what is the total amount due now. And this due I can pay right now, or I can pay partial amount, and the rest of the due amount I can pay when I am exiting. So this is another payment that I am making. So again, when I open this payment, I will be able to see what all transactions have been made, and for this as well, an invoice would be given to the customer with the cash or the amount that they have paid here. Once I've made the payment, now for example, it is there are some other modifications that I wanted to do in the room after the check-in. So there are multiple, again, some services regarding this hotel offers. So the occupancy details are here from 1st to 4th, but there are three things. I want to extend my days. I can change my room, or I can modify my room. So what it will do is it will again reassess my situation. If let's say I want to extend my days here, so what I can do is from 1st to 4th, I'll select the next day or the date now. When is my scheduled departure now? That has been modified. So earlier it was 4th, let's say, now it has been 5. If I want to change the check-in check-out date and time, I can change those times as well here. So all this process again would be done by the front desk only. Since we are taking care of multiple things in the same form, this may take up some time to load, a few seconds just to load here. So here we can extend the days. It's been now 4 days, and now the extra amount for that particular day has been added. And I'll just modify my reservation now. So now you can see the check-in. My check-in has been changed from 1st to 5th December now. And I can do a final settlement as well of this particular reservation that I've booked. The company occupancy details are there. All the service details with their particulars I would be able to see. The payment history that I made is here, and now the total due is here. So at this point of time, what I'll have to do is that whatever total amount was there, I'm gonna finalize my payment. Total amount is due now, and I can check it out. So my final settlement has been, this was the total amount that has been created for this particular reservation. And for this, a final settlement invoice has been created where you see all the description here with all these services, the payment receipt, and the total amount, the payment history as well that we have made. So this was all with respect to the individual processes. Similarly, the company process is the same where we uh, reserve a room first based on the company for a company, and I do the check-in and the advance payment, every other thing. The next thing in the company is that I can do a company. So here, in case I can select the company that I have. If they have any payment history made, I should be able to see it here. Add the payment details here. If there is an amount there, and I can just make the payment. So for this particular company, there is no payment due here. There are no payment history that has been made. There was no transaction has been made initially up till now. So there is no need to make a payment, company payment for this process. So next we have this report where if we have any due amount for any of the individuals, we can see the due amount, the total paid, the date. So this is basically the reservation check-in date, the total amount, total paid, and the due amount for that particular reservation. This is one report that we can show. The other would be due report for the companies. So as I mentioned, the company they pay in credit. They pay using credit. So for all the companies, the total amount, total paid, and the total due is listed here. So then what we can do is we can send the company an invoice saying that the total amount is left here that they need to pay. So this is all for the hotel reservation, the different transactions, the different activities that we can do, and how we can create a final settlement.